Hi guys, how are you all today? It's Dahana again with Planning with Intentions. Welcome to everybody. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If it's your first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified when I post a video. Today I have a very quick video. I wanted to share with you all something that's very dearing to my heart. Recently it has really gotten very strong. For the past year and a half, everybody in the world has gone through some major changes physically and mentally, and among other things. So last year I did do some journaling, but not daily. And this year, as a goal, it was for me to do it in a more heavily way and kind of commit to it. Now, I won't show you exactly what I wrote, but I'm going to give you an idea of what and how I'm using this. So this is my Hobonichi Techo A6 in the original in spring. So it started in April. This is the first time I've ever used a Hobonichi planner. And I do have the A5, the A6, and the weeks. Now currently in my July planners that I'm currently using, I'm only using the A6 and the weeks. If you'd like to know what I'm using the A5 for, I will link a video above that you can go and see what I'm randomly using it for. Now, I want to talk a little bit about our personal health. Now, beware, this is a disclaimer. I am in no way in any sort of the medical field, from mentally, physically. So if you have any major difficulties physically or mentally, make sure to contact your physician for medical assistance. This is just my personal opinion in regards to what I'm currently doing to help in certain areas in my life. Now, as a mother of 4, as a wife, as a caregiver, and as someone that currently is still living in, or as someone that we still have to live within some limitations because of COVID and ongoing illnesses out in the world, I have found that we have to work on ourselves first to be able to help others. As the saying says, you can't love others without helping yourself, without loving yourself first, excuse me. Or, you know, when you are in a airplane, they always tell you to put your oxygen in first and then help someone else, because you can't help others without helping yourself first. At the beginning of the year, I found myself very overwhelmed. I am the type of being a very perfectionist. I was raised that way. My mother's a perfectionist. Well, now she may not be as much as she was when I was growing up, but she was a perfectionist. And I intend to juggle a lot of things at one time, which is fine. But I did find that at the beginning of this year, I was at a point where I was noticing that I was forgetting something that I usually didn't forget, or I wasn't enjoying things as I would like to enjoy them. So in about April, a pretty big change happened. Sort of change. I ended up having to stay where I currently live in Kentucky with my mother-in-law and my children, and my husband went back to Lake Tahoe for work reasons. And it was quite the change. I felt like I had a lot on my shoulders, and I needed some way to help myself understand that if I didn't get everything done, it was okay. But then I had to look at it in a different perspective. So I started to journal. Now, I didn't start in this specific planner, but I did transfer a lot of what happened into this one. I've only been using this for about 2 months, give or take, but I did go back and retract or refilled the beginning of April. Now, this is very bare. This is my goal with this, is just to put my mind into it. That's it. There may be a sticker or two in here, but other than that, you won't see that. And it's all just pen and paper. But I wanted to share with you all this because as a mother, as a parent, as a wife, I know how hard sometimes it can be, how overwhelming it can be, and sometimes reaching out for help, it may not be there, or it's hard to find the right person to reach out for help. So I wanted to share with you all. So I'm going to do sort of a very quick flip through of what I'm doing and how it has changed, because it has changed since I started it to now. It has changed, and I am really enjoying the way I'm doing it now. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean it won't change, but it's just a suggestion for all parents, for all women, for anybody out there that feels overwhelmed and exhausted and unmotivated and the lack of inspiration. This may be something that may help you. Now, this is not the only thing I do, but this is the first thing I will be showing you. I may share the rest of the things if you guys do enjoy this video. So, this does have a plastic cover that I purchased. I'm sorry, it's got hair from my dogs. It does have a plastic cover that has a front pocket here. I hope you guys can see that. I haven't put anything in there. I do have this little ribbon in here. It's not for any particular reason, but it is in my monthly section. When you open it, I have a receipt there that I want to keep and see. I said this is in my monthly, but I don't even have it there right now because I do have a tab. If you guys hear a fan, I do have a fan right over here because it's very hot today, and the room that I am recording does not get a lot of AC. Let's move this out of there. So I don't have anything here. When you open, I have a sticky note that just gives me an overall of what I am tracking here, so I can remember every day. Here's the yearly overview. And then in this, I'm just using this for very important things that I need to find within the planner. I will write them in here. And as you can see, nothing has gone on there yet, and there's various reasons why. And then you have your monthly. Now, the monthly section does start in February, even though this is a spring planner. It starts in February, but the actual dailies start on April, or in April, I'm sorry. So then here's my monthly. What I do is I will write positive words. I don't do them every day because I just started this. And I will write in something positive, a positive word for the day. Then I have this here that is, I got this from Amazon as well. It's just a divider that says to do at the top, and it just takes me to my current day. And then if I pass through all the monthlies, so this is what I'm using it. I'm probably going to just flip through the planner, put some music in so you guys can do that. Flip it, and I'll meet you back when I'm done. Thanks. I wanted to stop and show you. As you can see, for the month of April, it was very vague. Now, most of it was me retracting, going back and pulling information from what happened, so that's part of the reason. And then I just wanted to give you kind of a breakdown on how I was using this section here. So I am writing if I worked out, how much water, if I was productive, my weight, my skin texture, my mood, and then I just journaled something specific for the day, if I use my Apple Watch or not. And that's pretty much how I did it for the entire month. I did it for April as well, but not as much. You can see, you see here where I wrote lawn because I worked out and I did the lawn. Here I was making more of a list of being productive, my weight, if I took care of my hands, if I updated my finances, my Apple Watch, if I worked on my Etsy, homeschool, social media, meals, cleaning, orders, and emails. And that's pretty much what it looks like here. So I'll keep showing you. I'll come back in just a minute. Now here I did write some journaling, work, social media, weekly review, meals. It started to sort of change a little bit, and I started putting my mood in more of a description here. Okay, so for the month of July, I'm covering the top because there's some personal information that I cannot show. But I put important dates in there that I needed it. And then I added this here where I'm tracking so I can see if I wrote my gratitude for the morning, my AM journaling, my PM, and if I worked out. And then as I flipped this over, I kind of stuck with the same vibe. And then 4th of July came around and I don't know what happened. Around this time here, something changed. So I got the idea to write what I'm grateful for at the top, goals for the day here, whatever it might be, and then my journal. Now this section here, I'm still collecting my, if I work out, if I was productive or not. And I am finding myself that I'm enjoying this a little bit more than usual. So I wanted to share this with you all. I wanted to show you that I am writing what I'm grateful for, goals for the day, if I was productive, if I worked out, how much water, my skin texture, if I used my phone too much, if I used my Apple Watch, if I went out. I'm gathering my period. I do track very few things. For example, I had my daughter started her period on the 15th, and it was a big deal because officially 2 out of my 3 daughters are officially in their puberty. So it's a good moment for me to remember and just to breathe and say that it will be okay. So if any of you have daughters, you know what I am talking about. I tell my husband good luck to him. He says, you know what, I am just gonna leave the house, tell me when you're done. Because it can be a lot of work. It is, but it is very gratifying to see them grow and become beautiful and wonderful young ladies. I did my nails on that day. So, and I'm finding that I'm writing what I'm grateful for at the beginning of the day has made me feel that even when I'm having a bad day, there's always something good to think about. Writing the goals that I have for the day, even if I don't complete them all, it makes me feel that I completed 1 out of the 3 or 1 out of the 6, however many it is, because I've had more than 3 sometimes. I had 5 here, and I've completed them. A lot of times I've completed them all, sometimes I haven't, and it's very motivational to see the progress. I like the setup of it. I like how I get up in the morning and I have that intent that when I wake up, I want to make sure that I fill in what I'm grateful for. So I wanted to share this with you all because I can show you all the planning, all the planners, how to budget, how to organize, how to live life. But it all starts here. It all starts on how mentally healthy you are, physically healthy you are, and how you look at yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror. You have to appreciate yourself and know that you are enough and that what you're doing is making a difference in your family's life and in anybody that you reach out. You are making a difference. And sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes, you know, helping someone that needs help, that may open the door for so many other opportunities for that person. If that makes you a better mom, if that makes you a better person, if that makes you motivated, if writing your thoughts in a planner that you can look back and say, you know what, I did do good on that day, it's going to motivate you to go into the next step. It's going to motivate you to keep planning, to put your projects, to put your goals down on paper, to work on a project that may seem impossible to do. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you want to build a house. Maybe you want to own land. Maybe you want that Louis Vuitton bag that it almost seems impossible to reach. Maybe you want to have your own business, but you are having trouble with, you know, getting the license can cost, having insurance can cost. Maybe you want to go on a vacation. Maybe you want to buy those glasses that you have, sunglasses that you have been loving, but you just can't find the extra money. You want to go on a shopping spree at Sephora. You want to buy that really gorgeous leather planner that you have been looking at, but of course we can't excuse or give us the explanation of why expense that kind of money. Well, start from the beginning, and then you will understand who you are and why you do the things you do. And I understand that. I understand that if you need to be on a budget because you're living check to check, good. I understand that maybe you don't buy planners all the time because it's just not what you want. You want what's important to you is what's inside, not the outside. Maybe you don't need the outside to be pretty. Whatever it might be. Maybe you need that Cricut. Maybe you need a computer. Whatever it might be, guys. I want to reach out to all of you and tell you that you are doing great. Dads, moms, grandparents, whatever it is, foster parents, you're doing the best you can. Remember to think of yourself, care for yourself, and if you find yourself in a funk or in a bind, or if you just don't know if you are doing a good job, you are. Put it on paper. It may help you. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate every one of you for spending some time with me today. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.